All right, so look on the board and it says, what are the possible benefits of knowing the truth about drugs? Okay, and it says write down 3. So on a scratch piece of paper, right, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but you're going to probably be using the scratch piece of paper a lot, so kind of keep it handy. You'll be using it a lot in the next few days. Write down 3 benefits of knowing the truth about drugs. Okay? Because if you look on the board on the right of the smartboard, it says we're going to learn about why is drug education necessary, and we might get into why do people take drugs. Okay, share this list with your kitty corner partner. So in your rows, like these 2 rows, your kitty corner partner, these 2 rows, and those 2 rows, your kitty corner partner. Here's the next part is, why do you think this is? So these 3 things that you wrote down up here, why do you think those are important? Okay, or benefits. So go ahead and share with that person why they are benefits. Okay, we are going to watch this video, a little clip here called, They Said, ooh, just wait a second. No, we're not going to watch it yet. Okay, so on the board you have examples of lies or statements make you feel good. More people will like you. That will take your stress away. We have over there on the whiteboard, they're made in the lab. Okay, that it's cool. It'll make you feel better. Helps you get through breakups. You won't get addicted. They won't hurt you. Drugs are good. Be cooler. Helps you concentrate. It will be fun. They're not all that bad. Makes you smarter. All it does is make you hungry. Makes you popular. It is safe if you're standing up while taking them. You won't get addicted. Okay? So these are all examples of things you heard, all right? And what we're going to do is there's a little introductory video clip, and what you will see here is a lot of these clips are no more than, like this one is like 7 minutes. Some of them are no more than 10 or 12 minutes long. So for every drug we talk about, that's what you'll get. And before those, we're always going to probably watch a public service announcement like you just saw that is roughly about a minute long. Okay? But why is it important? All right, why is drug education necessary? It's because you're hearing these things. All right, and the information that you're going to get is from people who have experienced drugs and their addiction firsthand. Okay? Oops. All right. When you guys are watching this next video clip, what I want you to do is the first thing up here. Try to identify at least 2 statements about drugs that you already know and at least 2 statements about drugs that you didn't know. So on your little paper that you have out, you're going to watch about a 7.5 minute little video clip. 2 statements that you knew and 2 statements that you didn't know. Okay. Side partner. So share your statements with your side-by-side partner. Okay. The next statement up here says, does one have to experience everything by oneself in order to decide whether they want to get into something, or can one learn from other people's experiences to make better choices? Okay. This is the one gentleman that was talking about, do you need to get into a car accident to experience a car accident, or can you just learn, like, you know, hitting someone head on can be fatal? Or do you have to go try that to see what's going to happen? Or do we have to say, you know what, I wonder how bad I'd get hurt if I got T-boned. Let's just pull out in the intersection here and see what happens. Okay? But we are kind of scuffing and saying, well, of course we're not going to do that, Miss Ashley. That's silly. But when it comes to, so what my friends tell me that, one drink isn't going to kill you. Okay? But do you have to go and experience that yourself, or do you have to go out and experience what happens if you drink a whole bunch of alcohol in one setting? Do you have to go out and experience what happens if you drink and then smoke marijuana? Do you have to go out for yourself and experience what happens if you smoke pot? Or can you learn from the past? Okay, why do you guys study history? So you don't repeat mistakes, you can learn from the past, you can maybe make something better. Or repeat or try to improve upon the things that worked well. Okay, so it's kind of the same thing here. All right, Luce. Okay, the next question. Was there anything in the film that reminded you of something that you have seen? Okay, yes, this worksheet looks very familiar, and every worksheet you're going to get, you guys, is going to look very familiar. Okay, just because this is what the drug-free world people did. Okay, so put your name on here, and then up. You can put it on the back or in the front. I forgot there's a spot in the back. I guess I always look on the front. That's easier for me. But up here on the front side, I want you to write one question about drugs. So write one question you have about drugs, write it up here, and then answer questions 1 through 3. You're up here, you're just going to write one question you have about drugs, and then you go through and you answer questions 1 through 3.